Oh, hi. You didn't see anything, okay? Let's just get down to the topic at hand. Don't mention this, okay?
Because of who you are, there will always be forces gathering against you. Disguised as a friend, slipping past you as a stranger. They are everywhere. If you choose to continue as you are, know that you risk everything.
It's time.
A child touched by fire, destined to be our greatest warrior. You are a living weapon. Drive all other thoughts out of your mind except this.
This is my purpose.
Hi guys, Joshua Lowy here with another episode of My Thoughts Today. I'm going to give you my non-spoilery thoughts on the new Netflix show for Marvel, Iron Fist. As I said, it's going to be non-spoilery, because it's recently new and all that, and I know that most of you won't go watch it like that, or watch it completely all to the end in one day, unlike I did, because it came out on the 17th, today's the 18th, when I'm recording this. So, yeah, actually, I should bring my phone closely, so just in case I get a text or something. And yeah, you want proof? Can you see that? There you go. Hopefully you both saw that. Yeah, non-spoilery, we just want to go over a quick plot summary, what the show is, we're going to go into the characters, design, and music, and then just give you my complete final thoughts. So it's basically like our first impressions one. So let's try and get into it, shall we? Okay. So the story centers around this guy called Danny Rand, who is the Iron Fist, who comes back from an ancient monastery place called Kunlun. He comes back to New York City, and he finds that the entire city has changed, more or less. Other people are running his company, people that were there are not there anymore, and other fun stuff happens as well when he's there. And, yeah. That's the quick appreciation one, because I don't want to give any spoilers away like that. Let's go into characters. Danny Rand, played by Finn Jones. They forgot the name. He did an amazing job. I love the portrayal of Iron Fist in this. And Finn Jones from Game of Thrones, which I have not seen, do not judge, does an amazing job as Iron Fist. I'm hopefully he's proved everyone wrong and thinking that he is a pretty good Iron Fist. And yeah, it's just great. That's all I could say about him, actually. Let's move on to the next character, and I know it's short, but non-spoilery. Well, I'm forgetting about it or something, I don't know, it's been a day. Colleen Wing, played by... Oh, shit. I did it again! Anyway, the person who played her was pretty cool. Definitely badass, feisty, and, yeah, just an overall badass, helping out Danny Rand whenever she can. I did not think I would enjoy her character that much. But now that I've seen all the episodes that she's been in, I want to say she's one of my new favorite characters as well. I got a lot of them. This show, I don't think there's any bad characters I hate, or hate for the good reasons, because they do it so good. She's so cool. I can't wait to see. Because she's been confirmed for Defenders, as you all know. Well, you should know. If not, keep up the day, eh? She's been confirmed for Defenders, so I'm very, very excited to see what she does in that series. and whatever mischief she can get up with Danny. Rosario Dawson playing Claire once again for the 5th time in Netflix shows. I know there is 4 shows, but there's been like 2 seasons of Daredevil, and Kevin Nair's like the 5th one because she appeared in that. She does cool in this as well. Even I wouldn't say it's like better, but it's definitely like, yes, I like that. Keep doing that. That's awesome. I love the interactions with her and Danny, and she's like you saw that clip in like the trailer where when he says, "I am the Iron Fist," and she's like, "The hell is an Iron Fist?" It's cool. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what she does in Defenders. But I swear to God, because I keep on hearing that people are thinking that she's gonna die in Defenders. If that is true, then fuck you. Don't get off Claire, she's awesome. She's totally awesome. What other main characters can I bring to this? I guess we could talk about the brother and sister, who I forget, Joy and Ward. That's it, Joy and Ward. I was about to say, I don't remember their name. I remember the character names, but not their real names. So bad. They're pretty cool as well. Obviously, when you first read them, wow, what assholes. Complete and utter assholes. And you don't really know if they're on Danny's side or they're completely against him. You'd have to watch the show and see how it progresses and how they see Danny. And are they friends or are they foes? You know, regardless if they were childhood friends, are they still friends or are they now enemies? That's what you'd have to watch the show for, and I'm very, very surprised I ended up liking those characters as much as I did. Especially Ward. Holy crap, I did not expect to like Ward this much. Let's go into Henry, his name is? But Henry played by someone or some other, I don't know. I don't know. He's pretty cool as well. I think he was one of my favorite. If I had to pick an overall favorite character, besides Danny, because I think he's my overall favorite one, I would probably put like Henry up beside Danny because of his character. I mean, yeah, he's like dodgy, like you don't know what his angle is, but I like that he's. It's hard to describe without going into super ultra spoilers and what side he's on and what he's building towards. I'm gonna stop before I spoil anything. I might have spoiled something already, but you know what? It don't matter. You probably watched it by now, you're still in the middle of watching it. By the time I upload this, it's probably you've all finished it. So, win-win. I know that people would consider this a spoiler, but it's not, because she was in the trailers and she was in some other clips. Madame Gao is in this show, and I love her even more. When I first saw her in Dead, I was like, okay, she's a bit of a cool character. Dead was just going to stop her, then he just didn't, meh. And then, like, season 2, you see her again, oh, hello there again, and then here, like, oh my god, okay. Favorite villain. You're my favorite villain. Probably not bad with Loki or something, but I would say you're very close, because as evil and much of a bitch she is, I believe every word that comes out of her mouth, even though she's a total bitch. Oh my god, I mean, it's cool. Watch the show and see what I mean, because she's cool in this. I would say she's pretty much the main antagonist of this show. Pretty much. I suppose. Again, watch the show, you know what I mean. Shit, what else is there to mention? What other characters can I mention that are a major play in this, that have not been spoiled in this show yet? I don't know if anything I can mention right now for characters, because there are other characters to be revealed in this show, but you have to watch it to see what characters come into being and all that. And see all the plot twists. Let's go into the design of the show. The design is great. I mean, it definitely stays true with the other Netflix. I guess we should put in theme as well and tone. The tone of the show is pretty much in tune with the rest of the Netflix series, you know, from Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. But I would say it's both the most lightest and the most darkest and gruesomest. Danny can be funny, but also very pushed to his limits, let's just say. And yeah, as I said, the gore is like, oh my god. Well, it's not gore, it's not like rated R or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I would have to watch the rest of the other Netflix shows again to see if this is kind of on par or that kind of pushed it a bit further. I don't know, maybe when Punisher series gets released, it will push the envelope a bit more with its blood and gore and stuff. You know, we'll have to wait. Again, back to the design. The tattoo on, well, not the tattoo, the symbol of the Iron Fist on Danny's chest. It's a pretty cool design. I mean, it's pretty much completely accurate from the pages of the comics with Iron Fist. And I'm not completely knowledgeable of Iron Fist, but my knowledge is like basic at best, and I do feel like I've learned a bit more. And if this series does get a season 2, I will gladly watch it again because I love it, okay? What else for the design? Shit. I can't think of anything that really stands out or considered as spoilery. The dojo looked pretty good, where Danny mostly hanged out around a bit more, not like home base or anything. He's either at like Rand doing stuff there, or he's at the dojo doing stuff there, or somewhere else, I don't know. I think that's about it for design. The music's pretty cool as well, giving us nice epic scores and nice like mystical ancient themes, I would say. Well, not like you're like, oh, I've heard this one before. Like, no, it has a feel of that, I think. Yeah, shit. I think that's about it. And I've only been talking about it for approximately 11 minutes. You know, just for like me talking. If we don't count the trailer part for like the intro or anything. I guess I could go into like the people's worries and not seeing the show because, like, well, the only thing that people were focused on as far as I could see and hear, I mean, you can tell me if there was more that was being said, but all I could hear from, like, people that I watch on YouTube is that mainly some people are focusing on the fact that Iron Fist is a white guy and not Asian. Which, from my understanding, Danny Rand, the Iron Fist, is a white guy in the comic books. So if anything, it's really accurate. I guess you could say that, well, the actor isn't American, he's kind of British, but that's fine. For God's sake, Benedict Cumberbatch is a British guy and he's playing Doctor Strange. I don't think that has to do with like, oh, it's not American that's playing it or anything. It's like, well, Iron Fist, he does all kung fu and stuff, and he fights ninjas and stuff, and he like has like, you know, chi and stuff. It sounds like an Asian guy to me, right? Well, I have no doubt. I think there is more than that one Iron Fist, and the mantle has been going for like ever in Marvel's history. And Danny Rand might not have been like the first Iron Fist from the comics. I have no doubt about that because Johnny Blaze wasn't the first Ghost Rider, it was actually someone else before him. And like, shit, what other examples can I give that to like, the characters weren't who they were? Hang on, let me think of another example by looking at my collection. You get my point, right? I mean, don't focus on that aspect. Focus on what the story is and how the acting is and how, like, the other important bits to make a show and a story and stuff cool and all that. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Is it like the greatest thing ever and changed everything? No, it's not like that. It's just a really good show. Or I guess you could say, like, compared to the other Netflix shows, it's average and a bit meh because it really doesn't do anything new. But me personally would say it kind of did, bringing in magic for like the entire, expanding magic from Doctor Strange for like the movies, bringing it into the TV shows, especially the Netflix TV shows. I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has brought magic into their TV shows there, so, I guess Agent Carter kind of did that as well. But this show is awesome. I thoroughly want you guys to watch it if you're an Iron Fist fan at all, or a Marvel fan, or a comic book fan, or just an average fan, or just want something to watch on Netflix. Hell, you could even go start from the beginning on Netflix. Watch Daredevil, for to stop from getting from Marvel Netflix shows. Go from Daredevil, Season 1, to Jessica Jones Season 1, Daredevil Season 2, Luke Cage Season 1, then go straight into Iron Fist, because it's kind of like an overarching story. If you know that Claire has been in nearly all the shows up to this point, and will be leading to the Fenders as well, so you don't have to, you can just start Iron Fist, and it's a cool standalone story. It's full of references, Easter eggs, a few cameos here and there. Not like major cameos, like, oh my god, Captain America turned up. No, he didn't. Sorry if you're hoping for that, he didn't. So, go out, no, don't go out. Log into a Netflix account, either your own, your friends, or whatever, and go watch the show. You will not regret it. There's more stuff I want to talk about, but that's spoilery, and I know it's different with the movies. Well, it's different from movies, I think. Because with movies, everyone is going to try and go see them as soon as they can. With Netflix shows, I think, you take your time a bit more on going to see these shows, because they're still going to be there, next month or 2 months after. You got, plenty of time to go watch it, or you can always wait for it to come out on DVD or something, but, with these shows, I'm going to say spoiler free, especially if they are very, very, very new. And because, shit, man, shit. I suppose I could go into spoilers, but I don't want to, because then it'll break my system, because I didn't go into spoilers of Luke Cage, and I'm still going to do that eventually. Maybe every time I say I'm going to do a Marvel-a-thon, MCU-a-thon, up to the new release of something, I end up not doing it because it's a lot. I'm still in the middle of doing my X-Men-a-thon right now. I mean, my thoughts on the first X-Men movie is out already. 40 minutes. Should later watch how long I go on to go in depth, but But no, that's my thoughts on Iron Fist, non-spoilerly, so don't have to worry. Go and watch it. Maybe later down the line I'll go into more detail, spoilers. But no, time will only tell. So go watch it. Post a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about Iron Fist. And are you watching it right now, or have you finished it? And what do you think of it overall? And if you want to know my thoughts on anything else, let me know down below as well. Leave a like, and of course, subscribe to me. I'm Joshua Laurie. Good day and good night. Take care. point where I really don't know what to say or do at the end of like post annotation, post credit thing. By the way, annotations are going away May 2nd, so enjoy them where you can.